Bye, devil. Bye. Look at her. Look at her. Pitiful. Pitiful. Bye, devil. Bye. Fuck any nigga that look at this bitch. Oh, she wanna fuck him. She in love with him. Like, bitch, you was just in a relationship with Keandre. What happened to him? You forgot about him? Now you out here fucking. Any nigga that look at this bitch. Oh, she wanna fuck him. She in love with him. Like, bitch, you was just in a relationship with Keandre. What happened to him? You forgot about him? Now you out here fucking.
Hey yo, y ahí preto hermano. Now in this one, yo, this is funny. What you watched in the first clip, right, was just the average Keisha, right? That was in Bmore, Baltimore, Maryland, right? That's the average Keisha's right there, black man. Again, from New York City all the way down to Florida, all the way west to Texas, and back up, including Michigan, Detroit, and Chicago. Black men in all these neighborhoods from the north to the south. Yo, black men, this is what you have to pick from. This is what your options are. And this is who makes the rules for you. This is who designs the games for you. And they structure it and they make the rules and they break the rules. And black men, this is who you compete for because let's be honest, right? When it comes to them, right? When it comes to black women from the north to the south, the best looking black women live in the trenches because why? The majority of black children are born to single parent households. And guess who has custody? So, guess where these black women who are not making $75,000 or better, she doesn't have a college degree, she doesn't have a federal job or a high paying S&P Fortune 500 company job. Yo, listen, black men, guess where they're at? They're in the trenches. They're passing down vouchers to their children, generation after generation, black men. So again, when you look around and you think to yourself, yo, I'm trying to find me a black woman and you're 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, guess what? Most of the women you're going to be looking at are the ones just like in that first video clip. We can all go back to high school thinking back, yo, it's 7 a.m. in the morning, hot Cheetos flying, McDonald's orange juice cups flying, wigs and weave go flying, braids getting pulled out. Yo, they fight early in the morning, black men, because guess what? They are trained gladiators, and they have always been that. They've always been that. And when you sit back and ask yourself, right, especially for dudes, you grew up in these kind of neighborhoods or close to them, man, you know exactly why they're fighting over nothing, nonsense. Probably a dude, probably, oh, she said this, she said that. Yo, listen, come on, black man, that's my word. When it comes to dealing with them, yo, listen, this is the best you're going to get. Those so-called diamond in the rough, the needle in the haystack, the damn black unicorn. You guys are not going to find that, man. When it comes to them, yo, listen, you better cross your fingers. You at least meet a Sky Jackson. At least she has the financial aptitude to take care of a child. Them, yo, black man, you get any one of those women in that video clip pregnant, your child is growing up a hard and miserable life. Children don't ask to be here. The least you can do is birth them into a stable situation, black man. Yo, listen, you gotta think about it, especially for young black boys when you grow up and you look at your mom, you know, she in the neighborhood. Listen, some black men grew up watching their mom at 35 years old, 40 years old, 45 years old, still in these neighborhoods acting a damn fool. Still outside, you want to fight, you want to argue, you want to get loud. Yo, you heard what they were saying in the video clip because I couldn't even understand them. What it sounded like was a damn zoo, monkeys just screaming. And I hate to call them monkeys, but damn, that's the only thing I can compare it to is just screaming, screaming, screaming. What the fuck are you even talking about? But black man, I'm telling you, it was so. Listen, for all you do is probably thinking, oh man, she got big buns. Oh man, you like, come on, son. Yeah, that's all you black men be thinking about is buns, anyways, man. So again, you don't mind busting some low quality, hood chick just to say I got my rocks off and I can go back and talk about it with my homies and everything. Yo, listen, it's all right, black man. Maybe one day you'll grow up past that stuff, but let's keep moving on, right? And I'm gonna bring it back because in the next clip, what you saw was that mom talking about, oh, you know, my mom begged me to stop and change, but I refuse. And she's over here putting down her daughter, recording her, and the daughter talking about mom, stop. Yo, listen, black man, hold on. Who do you think, who do you think is raising the next generation of single black baby mothers, black men? Who do you think are raising the next generation of single black baby mothers? Yo, black men, it's them. This is what I'm saying. In my one of my most recent videos, I told you, dudes, who do you think is raising? Who do you think have custody of the next generation of baby moms and the next generation of Glocktaviuses? It's them. Not only does the mom contribute to the problem, the environment they're raising them in, because guess what? She feels like, oh, I have two kids. Oh, it's struggling. It's I'm guess what, black man? Because she has two kids and she thinks to herself, I'm struggling. It's hard out here. She goes and look for cheap rent. Again, cheap rent. Depending on where you're at, $800 apartment, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, or a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, $800. You thinking to yourself, well, yo, the average rent across America is like 2 stacks for an apartment. Where are you finding $800 rent? Oh, in the fucking projects, deep in the trenches. I'm talking about next door to a rapist, next door to a crack dealer, next door to a pedophile. You feel me? But black men, they don't care. And she'll take that same little cheap apartment in the hood, rub it in your face. I'm strong and I'm independent. No, what you are is a bum. And what you're gonna raise are the next generation of bums. This is what I'm telling you, black man. You don't have to keep on dealing with this. You have options. I make content for 10%, but I'll be honest, when it comes to 65% simp, yo, a lot of you dudes don't deserve what you're going through, but because you want a but because you want to simp, you're asking for it. You don't deserve it, but you're asking for it because you want to simp. And like I said in the last video clip, or like the woman said in the last video clip, we make the rules and break the rules for the guys that we want. Right? And then you saw in the next clip where the woman was saying, listen, oh, you want to F him. I guess pretty much the daughter got caught smashing 3 guys, not at one time, but maybe over the course of the entire year. And again, she's 14 years old. The mom is getting upset. First you was with Keandre, and then you left Keandre. Listen, when it comes to them black men, and again, if you have any kind of dating experience with black women, they leave you over the superficial. If the next guy has a better car than you, right? Better yet, if you're walking and the next guy has a car, she's going after that guy. If the guy who has a car, right? If another guy comes through, show him up, and listen. That's why I be talking about the 392 Charger, the Scat Pack. I be talking about the Demon Jailbreak. Yo, listen. If the dude has a better car than you, you're done. If the guy has a better place on top of a better car than you, you're done. Listen, some of these dudes can just have better clothes, and guess where he's staying? In a 1 bedroom apartment with 5 guys, sleeping on a pallet. But because he has Amiri pants with Balenciaga shoes and a BB Simon belt, and he's holding up money. Listen, in his Instagram pictures, why do you think guys go so hard on Instagram? Because on Instagram, you're supposed to be able to flex so hard to the point that women would just slide in your inbox or respond to your story post saying, listen, oh, I want to experience that, or I want to hang out, or I want to do that. Why do you think guys go so hard for Instagram? Instagram is a dating app. It's better than Tinder. It's better than Bumble because women can actually see you flex, not in real time, but I guess close enough to real time, right? And because they believe in social media, because they think it's reality, guess what? When they look at your Instagram and you have 20 pictures up there. Every picture has 3, 4, 500 likes. You got girls in the comment section leaving hard eyes. You holding up money. You looking like a imitation Glocktavius. Yo, listen, that's what gets you more play. You feel me? You don't even have to be a full blown Glocktavius. You don't even have to kick in nobody's front door, boost a car, sell any drugs, bust a TD, bust a chase. You feel me? You don't have to do any of that. If you're willing to cosplay, if you're willing to twist your hair, grow it out, twist your hair, get tattoos, do all the nonsense, dress yourself up like a woman, listen, you will attract more of them. But that's what you have to do, black men. And again, she was talking about how her daughter was, going from guy to guy to guy. She grew up watching you do the same thing. That's why you have 3 children by 3 different men, because you're irresponsible, because you're reckless, because you're an easy layup. You feel me? All the dude got to do is give Keisha attention, and guess what? The Keisha that you was with, she's gone. She's gone. If not that, maybe the dude he tricking harder on her than what you are. If not that, maybe the dude is more of a thug than what you are. If not that, the dude got something materialistic that's better than you. Then come on. Whenever they leave you, it's always over the superficial. It's always over the material. But again, like I said, who do you think is raising the next generation, black men? Going back to that first video clip, spin the block. Yo, listen, you saw all of the Keishas outside fighting. We saw that in high school. We saw that when we were 14, 15. That's nothing new. And like I said, when it comes to them, again, they make the rules, they break the rules, but they don't make rules for Glocktavius. They don't make rules for Tyrone. So you're gonna sit here and tell me, oh, I make rules for the other guys, but I don't make rules for him. If you was to ask them, why don't you make rules for him? Oh, he's tough. He's gangster. Yo, listen. At this point, Sonny, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm like, yo, it's superficial, dude. When you first of all, they already know 10% and 65%, they will judge them. That's why they don't really that's why they don't talk about what they talk about in front of black men, and they don't really expose everything online. They do, but it's still, you know, it's not articulated. The actions are shown, but most dudes probably can't articulate it from the standpoint that I'm doing it from. But first of all, you got the high Bristophilia, the love of a thug, the love of the Glocktavius, the love of a criminal. And again, because the people who control our images, they show us this on TV. They show us this in the movies. They show us that, in the video clips and the music videos. They put it in the music. So it's the influence is there. And like I said in the first clip, yo, black men, they're raising these children in these environments. So guess what? Keisha has pressure from 2 other Keishas. The 2 Keishas got pressure from 4 other Keishas. The 4 Keishas have pressure from 8 other Keishas. Before you know it, listen, that's the entire neighborhood. All 15 girls who are around the same age in the projects, they're all influenced by each other. And guess who they're all influenced by? The older ones in the neighborhood. So again, that single mom stuff, listen, they've been watching it for the longest. So of course they think it's normal. Of course she think, listen, being a single mom, being strong and independent, I can do it all by myself. Of course they think that's normal. Of course they think they can do it all by themselves, black men. But guess what? Who has to pay the price? Who has to pay the piper? Who has to pay the toll? Who has to pay when the time comes for all of that BS, black men? Usually it's going to be you. And if it's not you, the children have to suffer. Well, guess what? Me, 10%, yo, I'm not sacrificing for Keisha. I'm not sacrificing my mind, my body. You feel me? I'm not sacrificing resources. I'm not sacrificing to raise somebody's bastard kid. I'm not sacrificing to save somebody who, listen, when the answers are right here in front of us, but yet you choose to do something different. Again, not just one answer, not just 2 answers. We have generations, we have decades of answers right here in front of us, but yet you still continue to make the same mistake. You continue, listen, at this point, it's not even a mistake, it's intentional. It's intentional on purpose, black men. They did it on purpose because guess what? We'll rather continue to be the head bitch in charge. We would rather stand on top of the gravel and the crumbs of the burning down community than to put you niggas in charge. So as long as everything is, you know, up in flames on the way to destruction, but we can still be in charge. Listen, that's all that matters, black thing. Because guess what? In her mind, she thinks as long as I don't have to listen to a black man. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.